A slave in chains wrote the most powerful book about freedom ever written. Not political freedom, not revolution. Something harder. The freedom to control your own mind when the entire world is trying to break it. His leg was crippled by his master. He owned nothing. He could be sold or killed on a whim. And from inside that life he produced a manual so effective that 2,000 years later, Navy SEALs carry its principles into combat. Epictetus was born around 50 AD in Hierapolis, modern-day Turkey, as property. A slave in the Roman Empire. His owner was Epaphroditus, a secretary to Emperor Nero. There's a story, possibly legend, possibly true, that his master twisted his leg until it broke, and Epictetus calmly said, "You're going to break it." When it snapped, he said, "I told you so." Whether or not that happened exactly as described, it captures everything about this man. He couldn't control what was done to his body, so he mastered what happened inside his head. After he was eventually freed, Epictetus became a teacher. He never wrote anything down himself. His student Arrian attended his lectures and compiled the sharpest, most practical bits into a slim handbook called the Enchiridion. The word literally means the thing you keep in your hand, like a soldier's dagger. And that's exactly what it is. Not a book you read once and shelve. A weapon you carry every day for the moments when everything around you is falling apart and the only thing left standing is what's between your ears. The Enchiridion opens with the most important sentence in Stoic philosophy. Some things are within our power and some things are not. That's it. That's the entire operating system. Your opinions, your desires, your reactions, your effort. Those are yours. Your body, your reputation, your job title, whether it rains tomorrow, whether someone respects you, not yours. And Epictetus says every single form of human suffering comes from confusing those two categories. You get angry because someone insulted you, but the insult isn't in your control. Your reaction to it is. You're anxious about a presentation, but the audience's opinion isn't yours. Your preparation is. You're heartbroken because someone left, but you never controlled whether they stayed. You only controlled how you showed up. This isn't about being cold or emotionless. Epictetus isn't telling you not to feel things. He's telling you to stop building your entire sense of peace on things that can be taken from you at any moment. Build it on what's yours instead. When something painful happens, he says, ask one question. Is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, let it pass through you like wind through an open window. Stop clenching. Stop fighting what you cannot change. That energy you waste on resistance, redirect it to the only battlefield that matters, your own mind. Here's what should humble every modern self-help guru. Cognitive behavioral therapy, the most evidence-based form of psychotherapy on the planet, is built on the Enchiridion's core principle. It's not events that disturb you, it's your judgment about events. That's Epictetus verbatim, repurposed into clinical psychology 2,000 years later. Navy SEALs train with dichotomy of control exercises pulled straight from this book. Stockdale, the highest-ranking American POW in Vietnam, survived 7 years of torture by applying Epictetus daily. Fortune 500 executives read it before board meetings. A man who was born as property, who couldn't choose where he slept or whether he ate, built the mental framework that the most powerful people on earth now use to stay unbreakable. Nobody gave him freedom. He engineered it from the inside out. If this changed how you think about what you can and can't control, subscribe for more. Step into your portal at vortexapp.ai. Because a slave with a broken leg looked at the world and said, It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about things. And that sentence is still setting people free. If this hit different, you need to check out Vortex. It is a private platform where ideas like Book Summary, The Enchiridion by Epictetus. A former slave wrote the most practical philosophy book ever. The Enchiridion is a pocket manual for controlling your mind when you cannot control your world. Come alive. Not just content. Immersive worlds. AI that actually knows the material. A community that goes deep. Private beta. Limited spots. Link in bio. Do not sleep on this.